Well, recent headlines of online store security breachings and credit card hackings have kept people on alert. A nation of credit card users. So how exactly do outsiders get that access to your information? And how do you protect yourself? Ashley Kirkland has some answers this morning in part one of her Privacy Matters report.
I was shopping online at about 4 or 5 different stores, and the next day I got a call from my bank and asked me if I was traveling.
Bob hadn't been traveling, but his credit card was. It had made its way south.
And they said, well, your credit card is being used in Wausau, Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, and Orlando, Florida.
Police told Bob an employee from one of the last 3 places he'd made purchases from compromised his card. The damage? $600 in fraudulent credit card charges. Bob's story is common in today's society. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, more than 10 million cases of Americans' personal records being exposed or published were reported in 2014. Tori Dupris, an IT specialist who often works closely with the Marquette City Police on these issues, says there's a difference between breaching and hacking.
Well, hacking is more of the act of trying to get into a system that you do not belong into. When you get into that system, you are in effect breaching that system.
Dupris says credit card systems are well protected from criminals, but skilled hackers keep testing systems until they gain access.
They try to find weaknesses in firewalls and ports, unblock ports.
These criminals target users within the company, socially engineering them for certain passwords. Hackers use another common tactic. They spoof emails. They guess a generic name like John Smith from your company's domain and email address. Then they try to email a higher up at the company to solicit private information. To be proactive and protect yourself, get yearly credit reports. Look for suspicious activity causing your credit score to drop. Check your bank statements and accounts frequently for abnormal purchases. Educate your coworkers and staff about security measurements within the system.
Thanks, Ashley. And coming up in part two of Privacy Matters tomorrow, we'll look into what's on your mobile device and if private information is really private.